Granbury, Texas, founded in 1887, is the seat of Hood County. The bustling historic town started as a square and a log cabin courthouse. Many buildings around the square are historic landmarks boasting of the rich history in this area. The city was named after the Confederate General Hiram B. Granbury. When the Brazos River was dammed in 1969, forming Lake Granbury, city expansion began. The long, narrow lake which flows through the city brings visitors far and near to see this beautiful piece of Texas. Welcome to Drive Across Texas. I'm Pat Waters. Today we're in the historical downtown square of Granbury, Texas. We're at the Nutshell Eatery and Bakery, which is the yum place on the Granbury Square. We got the owner here, Mrs. K. Mrs. K, how are you today?
I'm just great. And yourself?
Oh, I'm wonderful. Thank you so much for your hospitality and allowing us to kind of barge in on a business day. And you have a very, very unique property here. Tell everybody, the viewers, what your business is about and a little bit about the property.
This is an old historic building, and we've been here 39 years. And when we opened this place up, we wanted to have food that was natural. I mean, no preservatives, just good food. And so we developed all of our recipes. We make our cinnamon bread from scratch every day, and it's absolutely delicious. You'll never get it anywhere else but here. And this building was built in about 1887, and one of the histories of it is the fact that we had a bartender here. Mr. Gordon had opened this up as a soft good business, which was a saloon at the time. And our bartender became very ill, is Mr. John St. Helen. And on his deathbed, he thought, John St. Helen called Mr. Gordon in and said, you know, I really have a secret that I need to tell you. I'm not John St. Helen, I'm John Wilkes Booth. And I'm the one that assassinated President Lincoln. Wow. And he told Mr. Gordon where the derringer was that he used in the assassination. And the family still have that gun in their possession, and I'm sure they still do at this time. But I have newspaper articles on my landing with all of this information. It's wonderful information. And then Mr. John Wilkes Booth got well, and he went to Enid, Oklahoma, and the story died.
Well, that's a phenomenal story here. To think that John Wilkes Booth actually stood in this building.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah, I tell you, I'm looking around the building, the structure of it, and I noticed the floor here. It looks like the original floor that was in the building.
Oh, these are wonderful floors. They're pecan. And when Mr. Gordon sold the building, a feed store became the owner. And they had these huge sacks of feed that they would drag across the floor, and the floors just shone like magic. And they had a big old pot-bellied stove back there, and you still see where the burn marks are from the stove and the pipe going up through the ceiling. It's fabulous.
That's neat. That's neat. Now, I noticed that this is a historical downtown. You mentioned something to me earlier. This is actually the first square
on the National Historic Registry.
That's amazing.
It is. We have to take care of these old buildings, and I'm on the Historic Commission here in Granbury, and we watch these buildings and make sure that the owners that come in do take care of the building.
That's amazing. I tell you what, it's a really quaint, beautiful town down here, and once again, thank you so much for your hospitality.
I'm so glad you could come and enjoy our town.
Well, thank you. Folks, I'm telling you, if you ever roll through Granbury, Texas, you need to stop here at the Nutshell Eatery and Bakery. It's the yum place at the Granbury Square. Y'all remember now, that baby's coming from a Texan. Adios. Drive across Texas.